I think that this project is going to be easy, and I have never used a real pattern that you buy. Okay, I'm going to be honest. I don't know if I have enough. Blaze, please. Floor is bad. It's really bad. Okay, so I made the mistake, as per usual. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to Sewmas, where I'm doing 12 days of holiday DIYs and sewing projects. In today's Sewmas video, I'm actually doing something a little different and I'm following a store-bought pattern. So if you know me, and I'm making a jacket. So if you know me, I usually make my own patterns, and when I don't, I usually get them online. So this is one of the first times that I'm actually using a store-bought pattern to make something, and today's is a fleece jacket. Yours doesn't have to be fleece. Well, I guess it's more like Sherpa. But either way, yeah. So that's today's video. I hope that you like it. If you do, don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me on my social medias, and let's get into it. Okay, so in this Sewmas video, I'm going to be making this. I feel like it's kind of it's not a cardigan, it's not a shawl, it's like a jacket, but it's not really a jacket. I don't know. I'm going to put up a kind of similar pattern that I found on Mood, because since I bought this, I don't really know why I bought this, but since I bought it, I don't know if you wanted to, if you'd be able to find the same one. It's the See and Sew, and it says on the thing, yes, it's easy. So I'm going to say two things that are kind of contradictory. I think that this project is going to be easy, and I have never used a real pattern that you buy. Not that, so I've used online patterns, and those are real patterns, but I've never used a pattern like this before, ever. I think I started to one time and I never finished it. So we're going to see. I hope that's going to be easy, and truth be told, the reason why I'm actually doing this one for Sewmas, well, I think it's cute, I think outerwear is great. I live in Virginia, and I actually don't have many jackets, especially bigger coats, so as it's getting colder, I'm kind of oh, I'm screwed. I have some of the things that I've made, for example, the kid super jacket that I made, I think is the heaviest jacket I have, and well, it's kind of like a quilt, and I used a warm lining. It's not something that you can wear every day. Not that I think this one will be an everyday for me, because I'm going to be using a red fabric. But that's one of the reasons why I wanted to make it, because I don't have much outerwear, especially for the winter. And I have fabric that I wanted to make it with, and I just haven't gotten around to, so I thought that that would be perfect for Sewmas. So I hope that y'all like it, and I hope that you maybe are inspired or whatever. But I'm going to first read all of the instructions for how to make this, and then I'm going to start cutting out the pattern. Another thing that I know that is going to kill me a little bit is with patterns like these, for some reason the paper is just this really thin tissue paper and I think that's going to suck a little bit, but anyways, I'm gonna cut it out and get going. I know I just said that I think this would be easy, but I'm reading through the instructions and I feel like it makes no sense. So it says that you're supposed to first, and I'm making the shorter one, so it'll be this one, reinforce the inner corner of each front section, pivoting in a small circle. I don't know what that means. Stitch the two front sections together at the center back. The rest will be used as facing. Stitch the back, stay stitched the neck, stitch the back fronts at the shoulders, pin the darts. I don't really know. Pocket. Some of this I get, some of it I don't. I'm just gonna first cut out the pieces, and I feel like maybe I might make a little more sense of it once I have those cut out. So I'm gonna start doing that. Okay, I called my mom to ask for help on the pattern or the instructions because she's like very big on patterns. And she said two things. Number one, that she thinks it will be easy and that I will figure it out and just start from the first instruction and go from there. And then also she said, bring this pattern home because I want to copy it because it's cute. So I'm gonna get ready and show you the fabric and I'm gonna start cutting out the pieces. This is the fabric that I have. So the reason why this pattern doesn't use a lining, and I didn't want to use a lining because this is so soft on the inside that I wanted that to be a part of the jacket. I originally bought this to maybe be a lining for something else, but I think for the fur coat that I made, but I felt like it'd be way too hot if I did. So yeah, I'm going to get ready and cut this out. I think I have enough because I think it's 2 yards, but we will see. And yeah, so there's like a ton of these sheddings now on my floor from like when it was cut, so that's great. Okay, I'm going to be honest, I don't know if I have enough. Blaze, please. Surprise, surprise, what's new? The cats want to play with the tissue paper. I did give them some to hopefully play with and not the pattern. But what I am thinking, also, I should just address, if I seem tired, it's because I was in the office like all day today and I was there for longer than I was expecting. And I had to wake up early for something else. So like, I'm a little tired, but I really want to do this and get this done. So that's why I'm kind of like, ugh, things aren't going right for something that I thought would be easy. And maybe it will start to be easy after I actually start sewing stuff together, but we'll see. But what I'm thinking is, this is the front piece. I have all of this laid out. I'm gonna cut it at the bottom because since it slopes down, if I cut it at the top, then I might lose some fabric. So I want to just use as much as I can, and I'm also going to use the bottom as for the bottom of this. I forgot what I was saying because Blaze keeps trying to get on this. So I'm going to cut this one at the bottom, use the cut of the fabric for a kind of hem, flip this over and cut the other one there, and then I'm going to try to cut the back pieces on the rest of it, but just try to leave enough space that I have room for the sleeves and use this V to my advantage that'll be created. And for the pockets, if I have enough, I will cut the pockets out of this. If not, I will use a different material. I am not pressed about that. I'm also not pressed about giving it pockets, but maybe we will. I don't really know yet. Anyways, I'm going to start to cut this out. Okay, I cut out all of the pieces except for the pockets. I'm just waiting to see how I feel. So for the first step of reinforce the corner, what I'm going to do, I don't know if it's correct or not, is I'm just going to do a little seam in that region, maybe a little bit shorter than like the normal seam length. And then I'm going to do the next step, which is stitch the front sections together at the center back. And that looks like this on the instructions. Okay, I have the back pieces pinned together, so I'm going to sew those, and then afterwards I think I do a stay stitch on the neck, and then I sew the front to the back, just the shoulder seams. Okay, I was going to try to finish the seams with a binding, and I think this looks bad, so I'm not gonna do that. But I just wanted to share the idea. Yeah, I think because the fabric is so thick and it's kind of like struggling to get through the machine, it bunched up some, and I don't think this looks good. So yeah. And here's Blaze begging because she gets fed in 14 minutes, but she wants food now. Okay, so one of the instructions that I think I was confused on earlier, pin the back to the front at the neck and dart edges, clipping back where necessary, baste, stitch dart and neck seams between lower small circles as shown, trim neck seam, press seam and darts toward under collar. For the last part, whatever. Anyways, so I have it sewn. So there's this like flap part on the front pieces that's sewn together. So this gap is closed, and then somewhere down here are darts that get sewn in as well. I don't have the darts marked, so I'm probably just gonna wing those based on the picture, but yeah. Okay, so I'm still confused at most of the rest of this. So when you sew this, it says that the remaining front sections will be used as facing, and I think they're using facing and lining interchangeably, because then they say sew to the lining at some point and then they add facing, and I don't have a lining. I don't think this is supposed to use a lining, so truth be told, I might ignore some of these steps. So I don't know if I mentioned it, but I've been using a zigzag stitch instead of a straight stitch and a zigzag stitch because I'm not serging. I have some of this in my hair. It's like, floor is bad. Like, it's really bad. Anyways, I've been using a zigzag stitch just because since this is so thick and I knew I could not serge it, it's just like taking some time to get through the machine. So I'm just like, I would rather do a zigzag stitch and cut down that time instead of like, oh, I did a straight stitch, even though I knew I would do a zigzag over it anyways. But yeah, I'm gonna sew the neck and the dart. I do think I'm gonna add a pocket. I just don't want to, but I feel like I should because it would be nice. Future me would thank me. And then I think it will be sew the sides together and then add the sleeves. Okay, so I made the mistake, as per usual. I misread this, and I don't know why I didn't think of 2 ones and realize that you're supposed to cut out 1 2 times. I only cut out 1, and thus the reason for the repeat of this is you would use that second one so you can hide your seams for the front. So pretty much it is kind of like a lining. So I'll say 2 things. Of course, I would not have had enough fabric for this, and I bought this fabric so long ago that like I don't know if Joann still has it, and it was really expensive, but it was on sale, which is why I got it. And number 2, well, kind of 3. Number 2, I think it's okay with the fabric that I'm using because I've like kind of put it over my shoulders and you don't really see the seam, and because of the like inside of it, it looks fine. And then number 3 is I think if I did have enough and I did do that, I think it would have been too much, like too heavy and too big. So yeah. Said I am adding pockets. I cut them out. The apartment's a mess. I think I already showed that. So I have them, wait, I might have them facing the wrong way. I do want this part to be the inside of the pocket, so once I have that the right way, I'm going to pin them down, I'm going to sew it, and then I'm going to sew the front and the back together. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you can see. So I still have work to do on the jacket. Lola is making biscuits on it. She is making biscuits right now. She's probably gonna lay on it. Oh my gosh. Now you can really see now you can really see her making biscuits. I can't believe that. Like, I can and I can't. If it was on my bed, I think I would believe it more, but like, I didn't think she would jump on the ironing board to make biscuits. And just to do a little update, she's laying now. Okay, so I sewed on the pockets and I sewed the front to the back. I did have the pockets correctly. Pockets are another one of those things that, like, no matter how many times I do them, they always get me. So, and I will say it was a good decision to do the pockets, because with this fabric and it being so like cozy, it was just like, if I was wearing it out and I was cold, it would be nice to have a cozy place to put my hands instead of just like, oh, I have to wear gloves or something. So I am going to get ready and sew the sleeves together, and then I'm going to sew the sleeves on, and then I'm going to hem it. Okay, I have the jacket sewn together, so the last thing I'm going to do is hem it, and to hem it, I'm just going to fold the raw edge up one and stitch down. Thanks for watching. I really hope you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me on my social medias. So I really like how this turned out. I think it's cute. Obviously, I had some frustrations and some struggles, but even though I didn't do the facing, I do think that with the fabric I used, it turned out okay. I would make it again with different fabric, and that time I definitely, if I did it again, I would use the facing. So you live and you learn. But yeah, I think this is great. I think it'll be great to wear in the winter, especially since I don't have that much like winter outerwear. So I liked it, and I hope that y'all did as well. And stay tuned for the rest of Sewmas, and until next time, bye guys.